Good day, YouTube and Twitch highlight watchers. How are you doing today? I myself am pretty excited to continue where we last left off in Minecraft, the Kingdom build that we've been working on every Monday at the very least. For a little bit of a disclaimer, I am running extremely late today because I had a job to do and I got home at 7 o'clock, but was eating dinner. Dinner being McDonald's, which I haven't had in a couple of weeks. So I chowed down on 2 spicy chicken sandwiches. Oh, whoops. And took care of all that crap. Basically, I woke up at 11. Well, I didn't wake up at 11:30, but I was out the door at 11:30. I woke up at like 10:30. Woke up, was out the door at 11:30. Got home at 7-ish. Whenever I sent the message in the Discord. And then I just like 8 minutes ago went live. So now we're gonna play this for a couple of hours, then I'm gonna move on to the Cycle Frontier. We'll see if I go as long as I normally would. But I am very tired today. My shoulders and back are kind of sore, so we'll see. You might see me like adjust myself every once in a while. Today is going to be a very quote-unquote boring day, I think. I did intend to, the next time that I played this, go into the Nether, but I just cannot be asked right now. Like, of the things that I don't want to do, that is at the top of the priority list of things that I do not want to do. Because going to the Nether is a stressful endeavor that I don't want to I just don't want to deal with that stress right now. Especially not when I had to go and diagnose like 6 pieces of equipment. Long story short, without getting into too much detail, an individual wants to buy a little like 7-Eleven type store, a convenience store from this one individual. So they were doubtful of what the person was saying because the person was like, oh, all the equipment's fine. We come along and look at it and turns out, surprise, surprise, all the equipment is not really fine. And it needs quite a bit of work before it's how it should be, without getting into detail. So that, and they're also gonna have to, like, dude's also gonna have to replace some floor because black mold. There's like a section of the flooring that has been like getting wet because for some reason the person that previously worked on the equipment put the defrost timer on for a 9-hour defrost. So anytime ice would build up or any type of condensation or anything like that during the night, it would leak on the floor, and when it leaks on the floor, it would go through and make the wood get wet, and when the wood got wet, it would then cause the black mold, like basically a breeding ground for that shit.
Set out to make a crispy, juicy chicken sandwich. They wouldn't make it in just one flavor, they'd make it in all 12. Like lemon pepper, mango habanero, hickory smoked barbecue, and OG hot. So why have one new favorite chicken sandwich when you can have 12? Try the new sauced and tossed Wingstop chicken sandwich today for only $5.49 at Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Valid for a limited time and
Actually sounds pretty damn good.
Locations only while supplies last. Price subject to applicable taxes and fees. You're in a race against time, and the days aren't getting any longer. This fall, choose professionally powerful Echo outdoor power equipment to tackle the toughest cleanup jobs. Echo blowers, chainsaws, and stone trimmers deliver industry-leading power to handle the tallest tasks in the shortest time. And time is running out. Visit echo-usa.com to learn more and find an Echo dealer near you. Echo. Power on and on.
You love listening to your favorite artists, and we.
That's almost the same logo as Duracell, isn't it?
So let's talk.
Or whoever has the fucking rabbit,
Take part
right?
in our short survey, and you could win a month of gloriously uninterrupted music with Spotify Premium. That means you can enjoy all your favorite artists
Going
ad-free.
and going. And going.
Then all you need to do is hit the banner now for your chance to win.
God, for the split second, I thought it was glitched out over there, and I was like, oh god, no. Not visual glitches in this game too, but I forgot that that's like just skybox, nothing more, nothing less. The acacia wood is kind of an annoyance to deal with, but I'm almost tempted to just say screw it and deal with it. Be the last one, right? Nope. I love that every time I seem to do that now, it's like, oh, you good. But the one time that I don't do that is the one time that it's gonna, like, not be needed, you know? Or be needed, I mean. Oh, that one was actually needed. Hell yeah. Probably drop the sticks. Don't really care for the leaves too much. I'm gonna have to like deliver some of this wood and stuff like that, but that'll be a later thing that I do. I want to make sure I get as many of these saplings as possible. I don't need them, but I want to have like a full stack in case I ever decide to expand, or for whatever reason, for some reason I don't get the resources that I normally would get, or something like that, you know? You know what's funny? Days like today, where I'm just like, blur. Like I feel blah. Or I feel just blah. It's one of those funny moments of like, I hope to fuck someone fucks around today in the cycle. And I could just like just shit on them completely, even when I know I'm not gonna play as well as I normally would. Because I'm just like blitz, you know what I mean? Just like my brain is fried. And I'm tired. Throw the fucking doors away. Ballroom blitz. Blitz. Alright. Don't want to drop the saplings off yet, but I will, like, leave, drop the wood off, come back. I need to make a lot of hives for the bees there. Ooh, this shit looks good. Surprised that hasn't started to oxidize yet. Look at it. I actually really like the look of this. Really like the look of this shit. surprised we didn't have this as much jungle as I thought we would have. Ah. Oh. Gonna have to do this with more copper. It's 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4.
We make our subs differently because our subs can make a difference every day. That's why we're bringing back our daily medium sub special. Enjoy a different handcrafted medium sub at a special price for every day of the week. From Meatball Monday to Italian Sunday. Get it for a limited time, only at Firehouse Subs. Tap the banner now to start your pickup order.
It's Halloween. We're gonna have a good time tonight.
Oh, is this Halloween Ends? With,
This Friday.
like the original,
Michael's back.
yeah, Laurie Strode. Is that her name?
Witness the final showdown between Laurie Strode and Michael Myers.
It's your last Halloween, Michael.
Halloween Ends in theaters and streaming only on Peacock Friday. Rated R.
Only on
17
Peacock
without-
Friday.
Blinds.com is grateful to be part of your home. Take advantage of our friends and family sale with up to 45%.
Do you think the person that does that likes it?
Sacrifice style
Like,
and service with
they like
your
being the
wonderful
voice that
windows,
talks like
varieties
this.
of curtains, shades, shutters, and more. And Blinds.com
I don't know.
design experts are always available for free consultations. Shop our Blinds.com.
There's a part of me that's always like, it'd be cool to have a recognizable voice and like people to recognize you when you're doing shit. But there's also another part of me that thinks maybe that might be a little like troublesome to deal with. Like, out and about, you want to be left, like on a day like today probably wouldn't be a, I know I say this, but until I actually experience something like that, I wouldn't know for certain, you know? Can't really say anything until you know, like to experience it, right? That's one of those things where you can't knock anything until you try it. Like, that's why that saying exists, because you honestly don't know until you try something. Obviously, that within reason, like, it's not like, oh, I've never robbed a bank, let's try robbing a bank. Hey, greetings and a good day, Yuri. How are you doing today? Yeah, I heard. Good to see you stopping by, though, and saying hey at the very least. Can't really say a lot about that. I think a lot of it has to do less with anything you did and more with just the situation at hand and it being stressful on the person and stuff like that. One of the only pieces of things I could say is, like, you're young. You have a lot of life ahead of you, you know? Hell, I'm young still. Like, I'm definitely one of those people that can still be classified as, like, a kid, you know? Even though I'm, like, well, not a kid. But I'm still young compared to other people who've experienced a lot of shit. Yeah. Yeah. But no, if any time you need to step away and just take a few days, I understand that completely. Stress does wonders on the mental health and the negative. But one of the big reasons I do this is have the opposite effect, you know what I mean? If people are stressed out, maybe I can help relieve some of that stress by being myself, aka a complete and utter dumbass. I mean, venting, like, don't keep shit bottled up, that's all I could say. There will probably be some days where I won't have things to say about some of that venting because I don't have experience with those situations or what have you. But I will try and be there on the days that you need to vent. Because venting helps. Alright? Keeping that shit bottled up is a definite no-no. Something you definitely do not want to do. Because that shit just builds up and builds up and builds up, and there's only so much you can bottle up before that bottle breaks. And it's not always pretty. More so, it's the complete opposite of that when the bottle does eventually break. So yeah, be sure to vent when you need to. Yeah. Like I said, having somebody you can talk to is good. It probably helped, like I said, to get that, to vent it, you know? Disclaimer, I might not be as, like, talkative as I normally am. I'm just tired today. But yeah, yeah, also find out a way to vent. Even if it's just talking is great, but like painting, drawing. True, it is a Monday. I mean, for me, it's more along the lines of like I woke up at 10:30, got ready to go to work with my old man because we had to diagnose some equipment for an individual who wants to buy a convenience store. Like, he already owns a couple of locations, like a couple of things, and he wants to keep expanding. So he's thinking about buying this convenience store. The dude who he's going to buy it from was like, oh yeah, no, all the equipment's in tip-top shape. Yep, you can buy it now. So he was like, all right, I'm going to have my guy come down and look at everything. Well, we came down and looked at everything, and took us a long time to go through everything. Long story short, I just got home at like an hour and a half ago. So my Monday was a very eventful Monday. It shouldn't be Columbus Day, it should be Indigenous Celebration Day or whatever, because celebrating that individual is insane. Right? I get why having the day off of school, I understand that. I agree with that, but not for that prick. I mean, it's not just because, like, that's the in thing to say. It's because if you, like, actually look into it and see all the things that Christopher Columbus did, it's like, oh yeah, no, he was there's this thing on Twitter I was scrolling through and I was saying, and the dude basically used the metaphor in a way that made sense to what it is akin to. The individual is like, basically, people still celebrating Christopher Columbus is akin to the Germans celebrating Hitler because he's German. Like, having a Hitler Day because he's German. And he was saying, like, that's not... Because some people try and say, oh, anyone against Christopher Columbus is against, like, Italian Americans. Motherfucker, I'm Italian American. Like, I don't know what the exact percentage is, but I know I'm got a lot of percent of Italian in me. Right? Yeah, it is. It is extremely idiotic. But people are idiotic in the most asinine of ways when they want to be like, no, this is the way that it is, and this is the way that it has to be, because if you don't want it this way, you have to be against something about it, so they pick something. 90% of the time, they try and pick something racial. And it's like, that's not, no.
Check out the collection and get that limited edition drift now. DY.
I remember booking a canoeing trip on Bear Lake with Viator. I remember my wife's sweet smile taking me back to us canoeing in summer camp. I remember thinking, my oh my, this moment is nothing short of perfect.
I remember turtles.
We all remember things differently. What's important is that they're worth remembering.
Yeah, are you looking stuff up about Christopher Columbus right now?
Viator 10 in the app for 10% off your first booking. Viator, one site, over 300,000 experiences you'll remember.
Do you sleep too?
I didn't even realize today was that day, because...
Basement. Are you too comfortable in the dark? Then come to Hollow Weekends at Cedar Point and get the fear scared back into you. On select nights, September 15th through October.
Oh, God.
We'll frighten you so bad.
You doing anything, like, for Halloween or not? You just...
Side effects may include sore throat from screaming.
No plans.
Hiccups, anxiety, hives, sweaty palms, and raised neck hair.
Get unlimited Hallow Weekends when you buy a 2023 Gold Pass today at cedarpoint.com.
Because I haven't, like, done anything big for Halloween. My household decorates a little bit. Halloween? Are you doing anything for Halloween?
No bad angles, you. Vitamin water. Nourish every you. Vitamin water is a registered trademark of Glasso.
Like, if not, that's fine too, because I don't do anything for Halloween, really. My household decorates a little bit, and we, like... We buy some candy that we just chow down on and watch TV or whatever. But no. Oh, speaking of special things, like I was gonna say no special parties or anything like that. Speaking of parties, have you like heard about some of the shit that has gone down on this year's TwitchCon? Nice. I think the last time I went trick-or-treating with my little sister was 4 to 5 years ago. Probably 5. Because I haven't gone once since I started streaming. And I didn't go the year before that. I might not have went the year before that with her. No, I was just wondering. Just asking, you know, curious. Basically making small talk. If something right now, because I took my back and shoulder were in pain because of messing around with the fucking ladder. So, where's my acacia sapling? Oh, right there. So, like, I'll, like, change subject a lot, Reese, now, because I, like, took a medicinal puff, basically. So I'll lose my train of thought and stuff like that. Oh, shit, they did? Ooh. Like, ooh. Give me the deets. Give me the details. I want to hear about this. That excites me. New content. Hell yeah. Ooh, 3 new mobs. Hey, can you find a link? Like, I'm being really lazy here, but can you find a link for it? Or is it like something different? Golem? Ooh, I like golems. I like golems. Yeah. Appreciate that. Real quick. RQ. That was me more telling myself the RQ instead of, me just rectifying what you were trying to say or anything like that. Is it just mobs, or is there other stuff too on the ballot for the Minecraft stuff? I'll look into it when you send the link or whatever. Don't like take your time. Don't feel rushed or anything like that. Hey, greetings and good day, Redneck. How are you today? Oh, no. That's not good. That's not good at all. Yeah, they had to have. They had to have changed something, because all of a sudden, like, they're stealth changing shit. They're just changing shit in the background and not saying anything. And it's obvious that they're changing shit. Yeah, it's an all-time high, but games feel dead. I got into a couple fights in the same lobbies, like, I got into a little bit of a tilt spiral near the end of my stream, but I got some shit done. Let me check out that YouTube video really fast. Disclaimer, Redneck, if we do duos tonight, probably not going to be as on top of my game as I normally am. Who knows? Maybe they'll do another little nerf or whatever, and they'll revert the patch! Revert the patch! Oh no, I'm just saying that because I, medicinally cured my fucking shoulder and back pain. I was fucking with a ladder all day, basically up and down, carrying it around.
The 3 mob vote mobs have been announced, and here's
why is it so loud?
Monarch is
the 3.
They literally have a mute or don't mute. I'll have to check that out later. Holy shit. Here, hold on. Give me a second so I can listen to this shit. I'm muting everything. No, I understand. I'm gonna have to, I'm probably gonna have to take a hiatus from that, too, for other stuff. Can't wait until the shit's fucking recreationally sound. So, there's the golem. Oh, made out of tough golem. The rascal sounds neat. Yeah. It needs to be something that's consistent. Oh. The sniffer. That sounds pretty cool. Sounds pretty cool. What I was looking at was a video of mob votes. Whoops. Mob votes they're gonna have for
but no jazz. Offers vary by device.
A potential new mob for Minecraft.
It's Halloween. We're gonna have a good time tonight.
But yeah, you're lucky though. You get to travel to fucking Hawaii and shit sometimes. So it's like, can't do that. Oh, but I get to go to Hawaii. I guess that's okay.
It's your last Halloween, Michael.
Man, they're really trying to sell you on watching the Halloween.
And streaming only on Peacock Friday. Rated R. Under 17, not admitted without parent.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It's been 3 days since my last confession. Father O'Malley, you okay?
I hate this commercial so much. Because it's a commercial for Kohl's. Question: have you been to Kohl's, Redneck, or how about you, Yuri? Have you been to Kohl's?
You have no idea what I got.
I've never been to Kohl's.
Little adorable sleeves.
I thought Kohl's went out of business. Yeah, I thought they went out of business. That was a commercial for Kohl's. That actually surprises me, honestly. There's not a single Kohl's around me. Like, I actually try and keep a lookout when we're driving. Can't see them. Cannot find the stores anywhere. I live in Northeast Ohio. Kohl's Cash is like all those like membership programs are scams, right? Like, sure, you get better deals or whatever bullshit, but they're set up in such a way to where the deals you get aren't really deals, and it's just a way to get you to keep going back to their store over and over and over again, right? Kohl's Cash is basically like that, except worse, because they use certain terminology to trick your brain into thinking money. You know what I mean? Like, all this advertisement bullshit and stuff like that is set up in such a way to trick your brain. Like the deals they do. This is the biggest one they do for the holidays. He just released a video not too long ago, like a couple hours ago. He dropped another Worlds of Tank video. I just, like, while I was in the middle of eating, I was watching it on my tablet. Just chilling. Pretty funny. But yeah, back to my put your tinfoil hats on conspiracy theory thing. During the holidays, like a couple months, or not a couple months, maybe a couple weeks before like Christmas and stuff like that, the prices for everything will go way up, right? Like all of a sudden, TVs will be like 10 times more expensive, right? That's so when they do the holiday sales and everything's 50% off, everything's 70% off. Really, it's not. You're actually paying more when it's 70% off than you would if you bought it at, like, on a regular day, because they jack the prices way up. It's not really noticeable, and the way they do it in such a way to where it's not illegal, but they actually do that shit, right? So, like, you'll notice it now that I brought it up, but pay attention to, like, prices a couple weeks before the sales happen, right? They'll seem expensive, like couches will, instead of being $500, will be like $800 and stuff like that, right? And then the for sale price would be $600. I spent like a whole season one time doing all the math, like doing all the research and shit like that, and I was like, wait a minute. I mean, it's one of those things where I'm half saying like put your tinfoil hats on or whatever, because I could be wrong. I need to get a fucking shield. I could be wrong about this, or I could just be like I messed up my math or whatever, but I'm like, I'll give you 80% certain that I'm not bullshitting. You know what I mean? That's the research that I did a while ago. I don't know if they've changed anything or anything like that. I don't really shop like that anymore. Hilariously enough, I do more shopping online now than I did ever before. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What you doing here, Mr. fucking villager? Get the hell out of my fucking property, bitch. And this could just be like conspiracy theory more on me. Why are you not oxidizing? Oxidize! Turn green! But yeah, I'm like, what was it? I think it was like, it wasn't Kohl's, because I thought that place went out of business, so I didn't look anything up before that. Walmart was one of them. Target was another. And like Best Buy, CVS, stuff like that, right? Like I looked up a bunch of places that I've been to before and places that I knew about. I looked up like Home Depot, all that. Any place that like does advertising for sales for holidays, I did research into them. And like, I think I found the one that has the most actual deals at the time was, I think, Target and Best Buy. A dead sword. But like the worst offender was Walmart. Walmart, I think, was the one that would cost the most to buy shit from during the holiday. Mind you, this is like 10 years ago I did this research, so I don't know what it is now. How? Oh, store you meant. How is there still a Blockbuster? That belongs in a museum. What? I think I still have 3 VHS tapes from Blockbuster. I would imagine so. Crazy. Crazy. You want to know what else is funny? Another store that almost went out of business, but actually stayed open because of a fucking meme? GameStop. GameStop was actually gonna go bankrupt. Like, they were gonna go out of business. They were gonna go out of business, but they basically got saved by a bunch of people buying into the stock as a meme, basically. Same. GameStop is my childhood as well. I remember I would spend hours in the store looking for like the perfect game, because this was back before like this is gonna sound so weird, but back before like the internet was, am I that old? Oh my god, I'm that old. Back before the internet was as prevalent as it is now, and you couldn't like go to Google and type in fucking, like, if I wanted to go to the hell yeah, nice. Back before like the internet was like, oh, go to Google and type up game releases around this time. You had to fucking know what was on sale via advertisements. The GameStop magazine that you got from the PC Gamer magazine that you got from GameStop, and whatever. I would go there and spend hours looking at the games and be like, my choices are between this one, and this one. Which one am I going to spend the most time on? Because basically that was back in the day when I bought a game. That was that for the year, basically. My game of the year. All I could do was play that game for the year. And I fucking played it for a year, or I was upset that I didn't get my money's worth. That's awesome. That's awesome that you actually managed to whatever the fucking memes are. Follow the rocket with your diamond hands or whatever. Oh yeah, no. Nobody did. Actually, you'd be surprised. Honestly, you'd actually be really surprised, because there's some people I know that would literally every like 20th or something like that of the month, they would rent a specific game from Blockbuster, and they had like their own, like they had a save file, everything. It was crazy. I literally went to him one day. I'm like, why the fuck don't you buy the game, right? Like, at this point, you bought the game 10 times over. And they were like, well, when I beat it, I'm not going to play it again. That motherfucker played that game, I think, a total of 87 times. And I think spent $800 on it in total, renting it. I'm not joking. Like, what was it, like $6 to rent it or something? Yeah, I was like, dude, you're a moron. Because they rented the game so many times, because what they were doing was smart, because it was only like $4, $6 to rent some of the games or whatever. So like, they'd rent the game, and normally they'd beat it within three rents, or 87 times. No, that math's not right. What is 87 times 5? Whatever that number is. A lot of fucking money. $400? No. A lot of fucking money they spent on it. I can't do the math right now. I remember it was 87, and you go back about when Blockbuster was still open for a little while. So 15 years ago, how much ever it cost to rent games back then. So probably more than that today because of inflation. Hey, Google. Hey, Alexa. What's 87 times 5? I hope that worked. I hope somebody's Alexa somewhere went off. Because, haha, that makes me laugh. Oh, God. Hey, Siri. I said, oh God, because there's this one streamer that I would watch all the time, and like, a lot of people, like, I think 30% of the people that watch this individual would watch with speakers, right? So, occasionally, at specific times, people, like, 3 a.m. At 3 a.m. this individual would almost always do stuff like this, random. Like, not every time they streamed, but like one time 3 a.m. they did that. They go, "Hey Alexa," and they asked Alexa to buy a big purple toy. And, well, the people that used speakers woke up, and a week later, were getting deliveries, and they had no idea why. I fucking lost it when I found out. Sometimes the one that they kind of stopped doing that because, like, oh, well, it wasn't just that. It was also like they at times would say like, "Hey Siri, hey Alexa, set an alarm for 4:30 in the morning," right? And people would forget that the streamer said that, or they would be like stepped away or something like that, go to bed for work, and then at 4:30 in the morning, and it's like, what the fuck is going on? Why is there an alarm at 4:30 in the morning? Well, some jackass streamer said out loud to do that. So they kind of quit doing that after a while because, like, obvious reasons should be obvious why they stopped doing that. Shit was funny, though. I have a little bit of a confession to make about, like, the emergency controller. I kind of, like, glanced at it earlier today. This is its current status. The emergency controller has seen better days, as you can see, right? And the reason I'm bringing it up is because I used to pride myself on not, like, mind you, this was already a broken controller to begin with, right? So this is not me breaking something that used to work. This is me just continuing to break something that was already broken. I think it was about two years ago. My first ever actual, like, legitimate, I'm sitting down and I'm going to play through Dark Souls 2, like, those games. I started playing through them. It wasn't until then that I realized, oh yeah, no, I understand why people break shit on the Dark Souls games. Because that was one of the first times where I, like, spiked my controller into the ground. Like, or like, almost fucking, like, did this to a good controller. Actually, I think this was the controller that started to break on me when I was playing that. So I'm like, oh, this thing doesn't even work anyways. And then when I got a new one, I started fucking slamming it. Because I was always like, man, I don't get, like, it can't be that annoying. When you have 64,000 souls and you die twice in a row to some fucking bullshit, ooh, you want to put your fist through a fucking wall, dude. Like, holy shit. There's been a lot of times where games have made me pissed. And I'll tell you, it wasn't until then, and it wasn't until I got the emergency controller that I started to slip more and more. Like, now I'm more liable to, when I get pissed off at something, to pick this up and slam it on my desk, because it's such a, like, like that anger that's been built up, just like, whoosh, when you, like, slam something on a desk. I understand where it comes from now, right? I get it. I get why people do it. However, I'm only going to limit myself to shit that doesn't work. So in the future, like, say in a couple years from now when I need to get a new keyboard because this one's messed up, or a new mouse, I have some new shit to break. No, I don't really do it too much, to be honest. However, I do it more now than I ever used to before because of having this emergency controller, right? When I'm getting pissed off and I, like, do that, oh man, listen to that. Oh, that's a satisfying sound, isn't it? That's a satisfying sound right there. But yeah, when I'm pissed off and, like, that shit, like, I fucking bend that shit and it crumples into my hands, oh, all that rage, gone. I can't even say it. ASMR. Oh, that's funny. I bet you that would be some of the most popular ASMR. Like, playing with broken things. Ugh. But no, I'm kind of glad that things have been working out the way they have for Minecraft. Because so far, every single time, I'm like, one of these days happened where it's like I had a very long day at work, I'm tired, I just want to chill for a couple of hours, let's play Minecraft. This shit is like, turn off your brain type shit, right, that I'm doing right now. Like I said, I intended to go into the Nether today to get wood there, but that's way too stressful for me. That's why I'm wearing a full gold set of armor. Not that you need a full set of gold armor, but yeah, that's good that you don't do that. It's very good that you don't do that, Redneck. Yeah, you're not wrong. Another reason why I love fishing in video games. You know what I mean? One of the most stress relieving things for me to do is fish, whether it be IRL or in a game. And I just, like, if there's one thing I could ask for, if there's one thing I could ask for there to be in the new Grand Theft Auto, I want it to be fishing. Please. Please, developers, put fishing in the next Grand Theft Auto game.
When you have a family,
Please.
you kind of look at your professional dreams through that lens. You want to take that step up. ZipRecruiter put me in front of the people that I wanted to get in front
I need to get premium Spotify. I've just been like, not like, I really only ever use Spotify to this level on Mondays, but like, I need to get the premium.
Find out at ZipRecruiter.com.
I might do a 24-hour stream of it. No joke. If fishing's in the new Grand Theft Auto game, I'll probably spend 16 hours in it fishing, and I'll spend the rest of it getting to where the point is that you fish. I really think there's gonna be something like that for several reasons, but I'm not joking when I say, like, I have it's a command for a reason. Exclamation point fishing exists for a reason. I've been thinking about, I shit you not, I have been thinking about getting Final Fantasy 15 on PC because I want to be able to play Final Fantasy 15 again, and I also want to be able to fish in that game again. Like, when I play through Skyrim again in the future, I'm gonna be fishing in it, because they added fishing recently to the Anniversary Edition. How many more Skyrims do you think are gonna come out before the next Elder Scrolls game comes out? Not how many have come out, because I think 16 different variations of Skyrim have been released up to this point. How many more variations of Skyrim are gonna come out? I think another 4 more variations of Skyrim are going to come out. Honestly. I think before the next Elder Scrolls game comes out, we will get 4 more variations of Skyrim. Another thing I thought was funny. Do you know what a Game of the Year edition of a video game is? Oh yeah, I heard about that too. I didn't really like... It didn't click for me, but yeah. That's always cool when video game stuff is canon. I'm surprised by that stuff too. A lot of the time they try and keep games, shows, and TV and like movies separate. Hell, sometimes you'll have people that'll do something like they'll take a video game, make a show out of it, and the people who are making the show go, "Oh, we don't like the lore of Halo, so we just made up our own." What the fuck do you mean? God, I love how stupid the sheep look. They look so fucking dumb. Oh. Honestly, okay, personally, I didn't like Halo. I played through the Master Chief Collection, right? And I'm glad that I did, because now I can sympathize with the Halo fans. I didn't like it. My favorite, I shit you not, my favorite moment in Halo, the entire thing that I did, was the final game, not the final fight. That was so fucking stupid. But like the fights between us getting to the final fight, the final boss, I felt like such a badass, right? It was one of those moments where I was sat there and like as I was picking up guns in midair and like I actually felt like Master Chief should feel in that moment, and I was fighting all these tough enemies. I don't think I died once in that, and I just felt like such a badass, and I was like, I get it now. If I played through all these games and I had that experience throughout the entirety of it, I can understand why people are such a fan of Halo, and I feel so bad for the fans of Halo that are basically getting shit on right now. I know what that feels like too, when you're a fan of a franchise and you get shit on. But the only the best positive for me as a fan of Metal Gear Solid is the fact that they only did it once and they stopped. Right? They only did it once and they stopped. With Halo, they keep fucking the fans over and over and over again and again and again. And it's like, at this fucking point, guys, you would think that they would realize that that's what... Get it through your thick fucking skulls. This is what the people want. And what you're giving them is basically a cold serving of shit. But yeah, I got that one moment basically in Halo 4, and I was like, oh, I get it now. Oh my god, that felt so good. And it actually made me almost want to, like, in a couple of, maybe a year or so from now, play again. Maybe not on... No, I played on normal. Oh god. So, I sometimes will watch, like, the Achievement Hunter Let's Play channel, occasionally, right? And I've started to watch their Halo Lasso series, and fuck that. Fuck that. Lasso, I don't know exactly what it means, but I know it means all skulls on at some point. There's an LASAO, which is the like all skulls on thing, right? And skulls, if you don't know, in Halo, are what make the game more difficult, more unique, and more interesting. I looked at some of those skulls. Go fuck yourself. Charlie, aka Morse Critical, did a challenge. This is one of the reasons why I played Halo 2. Did a challenge not too long ago where he put like $20,000 on the table, where if somebody in one sitting, without dying, could beat Halo 2, all skulls on except Envy, then they would get the $20,000 or whatever. I made a joke, I think, during one of the early games, where if I beat the games and that challenge was still going, I would give my hand at it. By Halo Combat Evolved, by the game, I was like, fuck you! This game is a pain in the ass on normal, and Halo 2's worse. Fuck you. Somebody did it. Some mad fucking lad actually managed to do it. They beat it in one sitting without dying. Fucking 20 G's, well earned, honestly. Holy shit. There's a couple of videos about it on YouTube you can check out. It is the most fucking tense shit. Like, I'm watching that shit. I hate the fucking games. Well, I don't hate the games, but I hate the games. And I'm like, on the edge of my seat, like, holy shit, is he gonna do it? It was so fucking good. Well deserved. Well fucking deserved. 20 G's. I think it was 20. It might have been more than 20. But it started off as like a couple thousand, and as the challenge kept going, it went up and up and up and up. And like, he raised it to 20 G's, 20K. And I was like, that's why I made a joke, and one of my streams like, yeah, I'll give my shot at it if the challenge is still going on. After that, I'd be like, I would have no hair. If I did that challenge, I would have no fucking hair. Cause I had a rough time with that game. I I'm not the best at video games, right? I'll be honest. I'm not the best at video games. Stressed me out just thinking about doing that. I gotta figure out how to do hives really fast. Best addition, one of the best additions to Minecraft they've ever done. This right here. Oak, planks and honeycomb. I fucking love those shows sometimes. Like sitting down watching them. Oh my god. Ugh. I love Google. I really do. You know what I typed into Google just now? I typed in how do I be, like BEE, Minecraft. And there's a fucking PC gamers thing about how to find bees and harvest honey, a Wikipedia thing about and tutorials on honey and farming. I fucking love Google. I'm just reading really fast.
Any workout, any mood, anytime. That's what the Peloton Tread is all about. From interval runs that motivate you to go the extra mile, power walks that work up a sweat, rolling hill hikes for you to enjoy, and full body boot camps to hit your goals. Plus thousands of workouts that go beyond the tread. Strength programs, core classes, yoga, Pilates, and even boxing. Everything you need on and off the Peloton Tread. Experience it all for yourself with a 30-day home trial. Learn more at onepeloton.com.
If you're thinking, I would go to yoga, but I don't have the right gear, Sierra says, save on the best activewear brands. If you're also thinking, but my yoga mat is kind of embarrassing, Sierra says, yoga mats for less. And if you're still thinking, but Elaine Nelson will be there and I haven't seen her since my kid bit her kid on the calf, well then we say, maybe just do Pilates. Sierra, let's get moving to your local store, like now. Go!
The new Armani Code Parfum by Giorgio Armani rewrites the code of a timeless men's fragrance, infusing the warm, powerful signature tonka bean with fresh notes of bergamot, clary sage, iris, and cedarwood. A long-lasting fragrance that is uniquely distinctive, a new seduction that is charismatic, a confidence that is refined. New Armani Code Parfum by Giorgio Armani. Rewrite the code. Click or tap to discover now.
Okay. Okay. Oh shit. I'll relay everything that I'm reading right now. Oh. Well, I do thank you for stopping by, Yuri. I do hope you enjoyed. Until next time, take care and have a good one. So, okay, good. We're good to go on that one then. Got it. Sorry. I had to do a little bit of research there, and a lot of the times it's quicker for me to read like that. Well, much quicker for me to read all that without out loud because I'm not really a speed reader, but I could, if I sat down and had the time to do it, I could probably read an entire Harry Potter book in 16 hours. Maybe less. I'm thinking about how big Harry Potter books are, right? Less than 16 hours, for sure. Yeah, for sure. I don't know why I pulled that number out of my head. Oh, I know why. Never mind. 16 hours is stuff from work. Don't ask. Anyways. Can you enchant fears? Unbreaking, mending, and efficiency. Unbreaking, mending, and efficiency? Okay. And braking, efficiency, and mending. Mending we can get easily enough. I need to get rid of these, honestly. Might be too close. Or I need to make like a glass housing for him. But for the time being, I'm going to get rid of them. Because these are actually classified as a bug zapper for the bees. During my research on how to deal with bees, long story short, I basically need to... Well, I don't need to, but I want to. Lower all of these down to like this level. Change up the trees, like get rid of the leaves of the trees. Put fire in the dirt. And after putting fire in the dirt, go from there. Or I can just leave them as is and place campfires. Hell is it gonna do? Not really a flower, but I'll just put it there for the time being. Campfires. Oak. So logs, sticks, coal. Logs, sticks, coal. Carpet. I think I tested out the carpet method a while back. I don't remember, though, if I did that on stream or not, because it's been so long. Do I have a lot of green?
Meet James. He used ZipRecruiter to find a better job.
When you have a family, you kind of look at your professional dreams through that lens. You want to take that step up. ZipRecruiter put me in front of the people that I wanted to get in front of and made it very easy. I felt like
over $144 million in scholarships in 2021. Visit gcu.edu/myoffer to see the scholarships you qualify for. Find your purpose at Grand.
That might be another one that's bad to have around right now. I just silk touch all the damn hives. Kind of waiting for all the bees to go home for the night. Ow. Actually, I probably shouldn't have fell yet. Yeah. I mean... like I said, they can't wait for a full thing to make big changes. If they try and wait to make big changes, that's not gonna... actually, this way. That's not gonna work. Maybe in the future, when they have like a well-established cycle set up, then they could start waiting for a full-on season to make big changes. But right now... plus, they can't be, like, changing shit in the back end to make, like, whatever changes that are currently happening that causes like the low amount of player population to occur, that needs to change. Because we talked about this yesterday. The biggest thing that game has going for it is players interacting with players, fighting each other, talking to each other, whatever it is. That's the bread and butter for a game like that. Yeah, they're trying to balance it in the background, and it's... Ew. Ew. Yeah, true. But they gotta be... I think what they should do is they should be more transparent of what they're gonna change when they change it. You know what I mean? Like, they should be like, alright, for this patch, we're gonna make this alteration to see how this works. Our bad, we're gonna try work on it. You know what I mean? Like, they said they're gonna make changes to balance it, but they should tell people what they're gonna change and to try and balance the game. Like... I'm all for that, though. Exactly. Exactly. Because the not knowing sucks. Because it's one of those situations of like, is it like something's not right? You know what I mean? One of those moments. Like, what is it that's causing this? It does. It does. Like we were saying the other day, we were like, ooh, this isn't good. Well, like I said, we'll see. I'm an optimistic type of person. I like the game, and I have hopes that it'll like make the right changes when the right changes are needed, and then all will be well in the world of Fortuna. You know what I mean? We'll see.
Searching for meaning in a relentless world.
Exactly. Smoothstone.
Awakened by a
8. That's a full stack.
By purpose. Defined by the cause you fight for. No one can take away what it means to be among the few, the proud, the Marines. Learn more at marines.com.
Hey, this is Jay Versace. I've teamed up with Cycle Bunny, a menswear line made for standing out on their annual Color Outside the Line collection. Every piece of this dope collection features patches inspired by coloring outside.
I probably shouldn't be doing this because then I'm going to be out of charcoal. Then I'm going to have to like use actual coal to make more charcoal, but I have so much coal that I don't care.
To our song Sex, Drugs, Etc. right now on Spotify.
The music and the name of that song does not match. Like, what? What? So, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm basically just, like, setting up certain areas so there's no gap there because I don't have enough stone to do what I really want to do. And what I really want to do is, you see all that dirt that we see? That is going to be stone. There's going to be a layer of stone below the dirt. The reason that is because this area is going to be what's called the Undercity. The Undercity is inspired by the Thieves Guild, basically, from Skyrim. It's going to be a pain in the ass to do. Because the amount of this that I'll need to do. And then I need to do some clearing out of this dirt to make it like flat in certain areas, but that's a later issue. Oh, fuck off. Like, this area is going to be changed and lowered, basically. But yeah, no, I love speculating and stuff like that about games that I'm really enjoying and really, like, hopeful for. Especially when I, like, know about the game. You know what I mean? Well, I need to breed some bees. So yeah, the reason I set that up is because that's kind of like the way you have to set it up in order for it to smoke the bees out without having them cause damage, because otherwise they would start taking damage, and I think even the block itself would catch on fire with just a bare bones campfire below it. Flowers. I don't know if this matters for this. This has been a copper block for too long. I think I might have to mine it and do something with it. Same with that one. Everything else has started to oxidize except those two. Have they been struck by lightning? They might have been struck by lightning. Oh, bees! Where's the other bees? Okay. There's one. Come here, bee. Come on. There we go. I mean, I'm pretty sure. There we go. I see some more bees. Here we are. That'll work for now. Please, back the fuck off. Last thing I want to do is smack a bee. Bumblebee tuna. Bumblebee tuna. I'm gonna have to go on an adventure and get all the flowers I possibly can and all the variations of those flowers, and then just like have a massive conglomeration of all the different flowers that exist in this game. For the time being, I want something like that. Make me my goddamn honey. Now I can make candles. I think. Need some emeralds, need some paper. I need to make a massive sugarcane farm. Because the amount of emeralds I could make off of paper alone would be absolutely insane. Alright. Mind you, I don't know exactly what I could make off of a farm, and I might make a ridiculous farm as well in the future. But we shall see. Do I have a crafting bench over here? I do. So I can make the paper now. Then I could make the emeralds. Can I make enough to buy what I need? Yeah, upgrade. It's Nick that has the 14 for mending. Fuck. So expensive. Move. Move. Oh, I need a book. I forgot about the book. I might need to make a couple of storage things in here at the library for, like, book piles. Like, that's a little weird to do because I have a lot of that stuff in the warehouse. But the idea of a warehouse is to store all the extra stuff and to have, like, the main tools with the jobs. I might not do that, though. That might be a little bit too extravagant. You know what I mean? Doo-doo. 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 I will take 2 mending books. Thank you for your gracious services. I love mending.
Infusing the warm, powerful signature tonka with fresh notes of bergamot, clary sage, iris, and cedarwood. A long-lasting fragrance that is uniquely distinctive. A new seduction that is charismatic. A confidence.
Ooh, that is a good one. Projectile protection's kind of meh.
Click or tap to discover now.
Need to open these, but I'll keep saving them. Oh. Must be an off day. There's a couple more things I want to do, and we'll probably end up switching over to the Cycle Frontier here. Kind of a shorter Minecraft stream, but being a couple of hours late, I gotta cut into some games time, you know what I mean? I don't gotta. I could play this for 4 hours and the Cycle for 4 hours, but talking about the Cycle has made me want to play the Cycle. Should check my sort chest before I do anything else in the future. Dumbass. So many cats. Look at it already. Come, my pretties. More bees. More bees. Fuck. I need a shovel. Because I need to keep clearing that dirt. I will say it was pretty funny last night. When I was doing those solo rounds in the cycle, I pretty much only was using a PDW and a little bit of ammo at one point, and I almost had the coolest yoink ever. I got a green helmet, a green bag, and I had 1 health left. But me being a dumbass that I am, I healed. I should not have healed. I healed way too close. Oh. I was so mad at myself. I was like, you idiot, idiot, idiot. I blamed it on me being tired, which me being tired did affect it a little bit. You know what? The farm's gotta be over here in this general vicinity. So, yeah, I did say I wanted to make, like... Nether? Like, I'm kind of going, like, bouncing back and forth a little bit because I'm like, oh, where do I want to go? What do I want to do, right? That kind of thing. And I need to get the pig. Like, there's so much going in my head right now because there's so much I still have to do. I have to basically expand the fencing. I need to make dual-layered fencing for the rabbits because they can still escape right now. The chickens are fine. I might need to cull some of the chickens. I need to add something for foxes. I need to add something for pigs. I might put, like, pigs over here, foxes over there. I don't know yet. We'll see. I might dig in here a little bit. Where's the wall gonna go? Because if I dig into here, the wall would come down like... Come on, game. The wall would come down like this, go around here. That might be fine. Because I'm thinking about it, and it might not be enough for what I want to do here. So... This might get a little bit crazy. Bear with me, because I do this very rapidly. So if you're sensitive to, like, rapid movement and, like, basically a potential seizure warning. I don't know if it's necessary, but basically I'm giving that warning out right now because we're gonna have a lot of shit like this, right? So it'll be worse than that because you'll see. So if you're sensitive to that shit, don't watch. Wait. It's not as bad. Why is it not as bad? It should be worse. Efficiency 3 is not bad. It's efficiency 4 that's bad. I remember now. Okay. Ah, that and on regular dirt. If it was efficiency 4, it would be like it's going to be on the regular dirt. You'll see. You'll see. That, basically. When it gets regular dirt, it gets crazy. Andesite, regular stone.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. You're not Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive support. The Telluride, Sorento, Sport, and Celsius are how you know you take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the drive. Coming into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit Kia.com for details. Always drive safely. This shows listeners prefer a personalized experience. So to help you remember, Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance. Personalizes as for Amber, who really uses their branch communities.
Hey girl, I'm the cute one, here to tell you how Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance so you only pay for what you need.
I'm the hot guy. The only thing I love more than you is singing.
And I'm never going the band everyone forgot about.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Kind of fucked up. Like they're doing a parody of a heartthrob boy band or whatever the hell they're called, and they literally talk about that one person that everyone forgot about, and that's fucked up, man. Camels don't exist in this game, do they? That's kind of surprising if camels don't exist. That'd be a nice passive mod to add, mob to add to the desert. Camels. I have sea turtle eggs somewhere. Alright, I'm pretty much going to do a little bit more of this, and then on the next day, I'm going to be wrapping up with Minecraft for the time being. And basically, the next couple of times that I play it, I don't know when that's going to be, outside of guaranteed next week on Monday. I'm going to be doing more stuff like this. I'm probably actually going to do a very long Nether adventure. Maybe I might do some setup stuff off stream, like kind of what I'm doing right now, except I'm just going to gather a bunch of shit, sell a bunch of shit to the people or whatever. I'm not going to do any like big building or anything like that, big adventure stuff off stream. If I do play this off stream, it'll, like I said, it'll just be like either fishing for more loot and stuff like that, or it'll just be like a let me gather as much sugarcane as possible and then sell it. I'm trying to make it look somewhat natural, right? But I wanted to have that unnatural appeal to it as well. That unnatural look to it as well. Because if you think, oh, do I have silk? If I get a silk touch pickaxe, so much stone. I don't know how far back I want to go is the thing, though. This is about as far back as I'm willing to hit. And then from there, we want to go all the way over. Yeah, pretty much all the way over. Trying to think about how big I want these, because like I said, I need to have it like, is it 10? Yeah, it's 10. I want to have at least 10, so I'm trying to think if I want to do like very small housing separately or more apartments. I don't want to do more apartments. I could make each house a little bit unique compared to all the others. Oh, I think I'm gonna do, it's gonna be weird, but I might use like a different wood for each farmhouse. And what it's probably going to be, it's going to be farmers, leather workers, what else? Farmers, leather workers. I don't think, like, enchanters or whatever they're called, the ones that you need a brewing stand for, because those individuals are, like, more library-type people, I would imagine. Like, or I imagine in my head. Or maybe they're, like, in their own separate area. And I'm trying to think of, like, the style of houses that I want to do, and, like, hell, if I'm feeling up to it, I might... The house that I'm about to talk about doesn't exist anymore. It got replaced by a Dollar General, which is so weird. It's so weird when for, like, 12 years of your life you live in one house and then you move, and then when you move back, that house is gone to be replaced by something else, and it's, like... weird. That's just weird. When, like, you live long enough to see something change that, like, everything around it's still the same, but that being not the same changes it. You know what I mean? Changes that whole area. It's weird to explain. Anyways, I might make replicas of some of the housing that I've lived in the past. A lot of it is 2-floor housing that's had a basement, though, so... I want that. I want the andesite. Oh god, I just thought of something. So earlier, a couple of streams of this game ago, I made a comment about making like a sacrificial magma vault or something like that for the villagers that I don't want. I just realized where I could put a note, like, say a lot of villagers breed and I don't name any of the children, because I don't think you can name an adult villager. All of the unnamed, they end up going into the underground. Damn. This is one of those moments where I, like, don't want to... I don't want to finish up with what I started working on. But at the same time, I kind of have to force myself to. Otherwise, I'll be playing this for a lot longer than I intend to. So, I'm going to go a little bit longer, finish this layer, and then go to bed. After we wake up, we will switch over to the Cycle Frontier. And hopefully we'll get some more missions done. who knows, if the lobbies are still dead, maybe we'll just fucking either focus on mission grinds or like do some cheeky shit we can get away with. Mind you, knowing the luck of the draw that we tend to pull, we'll do a fucking drill and like the one game where a lobby's full will come down on our ass with the force of 1,000 suns. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, no, I had a blast and a half playing this game. I always do. It's a nice little warm up on a Monday, especially a Monday where I'm feeling lethargic and not really wanting to do much. Next, if I don't play this on the weekend or I don't play this anytime before then, next Monday we'll be finishing this up, gathering more wood, possibly starting to work on our first housing projects for farmers, getting some villagers over here so they can start living in the house, and we're also going to fence off the area, right? Like, I want to keep these villagers fenced in because motherfuckers will travel far, I think. Because I think they may accidentally glitch out at times when they're traveling. So, like, because we're technically making a bunch of different villages, right? And it's been a while, so I need to go up top, and I need to end by after showing what I've done so far, right? Because every episode at the start of it, I normally try to go up top, and at the end of it, I try to go up top as well. But I haven't really done that for a couple of episodes, right? So we can show off. I cannot wait to do like the before and after. I know I haven't done that a lot of like going up top or whatever, but I hope I could get those things set up. Anyways. I'm gonna give the commercial some time to go through before I finish explaining my stuff.
Check it out now. Research shows listeners prefer a personalized experience. So to help you remember, Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance. We personalized this ad for Amber, who really misses boy bands from the 90s.
Hey girl, I'm the cute one, here to tell you how Liberty
Listen to this commercial.
Your home insurance so you only pay for what you need.
I'm the heartthrob. The only thing I love more than you is Sadie. And I'm the other boy in the band everyone forgot about.
Only pay for what you need.
Just happy to be here. That's fucked up. Like, assuming that the one who got forgot is happy that they got forgotten about. And that's also assuming that everyone forgot about that person, but because of how stereotype seems to be accurate, because of the heartthrob and that, it's like, how fucked up is that, man?
Or provide some motivation for your day. To start exploring titles, tap the banner to learn more.
Oh, shit. Alright. Anyways, yeah. I always like showing off what all I've done and how much the map has changed, right? I can't wait until more of it even changes and I go back on the edit and I like go through and I show everything that looks different, because to me, there's certain things that it's not clicking how much I've done, but I know I've done a lot and I can't wait to see, is it F5? No, it's F4? No. Make sure I didn't mute myself. Alright, we're good. There's a button you press. F1, okay. To hide your HUD. I need to start doing that more. I think I started the mega build project that I'm currently working on right now before I had a webcam. But yeah, the next time I work on this, I'm gonna finish that little area up over there. We're probably gonna go in the nether to gather as much wood as possible. We're gonna probably gather more wood here. Don't know if we'll have enough time to do that though, if I have a very long trip in the nether. We're probably gonna we may fence in this area. I'll fence in the housing and I'll make little farms for the villagers and stuff like that. We'll see how I do it, because this... I might need to expand the dirt outwards over there even more, and I'll have to fill in that whole area to do it. And then make, like, house there, house there, house there, and so on and so forth. I probably don't need too many houses if I, like, have multiple people living in a house. Like a family, right? Type thing. But I need to have at least 20 people living in that area. Anyways, oh, also, I've accidentally made multiple cities, and will continue to make multiple cities in this one area. Because technically, that area right there is a village. That area right there is a village. That area is going to be a village. This area is going to be a village. And that area is going to be a village. Alongside maybe 1 or 2 villages where Dock City is going to go. And there'll probably be a village up there as well when I put my castle there and I have, like, all the people that'll work in the castle, right? Type thing. The reason this is the way that it is because of the fact that they're far enough away with such a large population that it counts as a village. But the villages may overlap. Oh, God. Some of this shit's gonna get struck by lightning. Oh, it's a lightning storm. This is the first lightning storm I've had in a while. Lightning storms are the only time that mobs can spawn during the day. A rainstorm? Not so much. Oh, God, we gotta burn. But yeah, lightning storms are pretty wicked. Soon enough, I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna expand it that way. But pretty soon I'll be able to open up the apartment complex proper, because lots of villagers. Why are you all... nope, not gonna ask. I don't need to know. I don't need to know why you're all in one room together. Nope, I don't want to know. I'm also glad that UV light isn't a thing. That room would probably... Oh boy. Anyways, yeah, that is gonna be it for me for the time being. For you, YouTube and Twitch highlight watchers. If you're new here and you haven't already, be sure to become a citizen today via subscribing to this channel, as well as my main channel. If you're watching on YouTube, links will be down in the description below through all my links, or streamer links, whichever, doesn't matter. I have them both set up in case something goes wrong with one or the other. If you're watching the Twitch highlight, it's exclamation point links, like so, which will give you access to all of the associated sites, be it the aforementioned YouTube and Twitch. Be sure to follow me on Twitch. Catch me when I go live at 6 p.m. EST EDT every single day, at least for the year of 2022. Because I'm doing a 1-year challenge where I go live for at least an hour every day for the year of 2022. Join the community Discord to always get the most accurate notifications of whenever I do go live. If I'm going to be a little bit late or early to a stream or what have you. Outside of like a half hour, and as long as I know I'm going to be late. Like today, I had no idea I was going to be 2 hours late, basically. When I got home, I basically immediately messaged the Discord and was like, yeah, ran a little bit late, just got home, working late. Anyways. You can also talk to other members of the community there and what have you. Until next time, YouTube and Twitch highlight watchers, take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.